Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney. I'm a first year PA student, and today I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks on how to find a PA to shadow. I had a really tough time trying to find a PA to shadow. I didn't even find one until about a month or two before I submitted my CASPA application. So if you're having a tough time like I did, this video is for you. So my first tip is to make sure that you go ask in person. Don't just call, don't just email. I can't tell you how many offices I have called or emailed and they just straight up told me no, they don't allow shadowing. They just changed their system and it's too crazy to allow shadowing now. I have heard it all. And so I finally decided to make a list of all of the different offices in the area around me, and I went office to office and I asked if they had any shadowing opportunities. When you go to ask in person, make sure that you wear business casual clothing, you are very professional, and you bring a copy of your resume so that way you can give it out to each office. Whenever I went around to a bunch of different offices, most of the time it ended in either them taking my resume, them taking my email, or even them giving me their business card, and then I never heard from them again. But let me tell you, it only takes one yes. I finally found an office where the PA actually came out and spoke to me. He agreed on its starting date and everything right then and there. And he ended up telling me later on that he was so impressed by how professional I was, and that normally if anybody just called or emailed him asking to shadow, he would just say no, because if they're not going to put in the effort, why would he put the effort into them? So whenever I would go in and ask to see if they had any shadowing opportunities, I would say something along the lines of, "Hi, my name is Courtney. I'm a pre-PA student. I was just wondering if you guys have any shadowing opportunities." And then they would usually ask something along the lines of, "Are you interested in shadowing a PA?" or something like that. And I would let them know that I would definitely be interested and love shadowing a PA, but if they have any sort of shadowing opportunities, I would appreciate that too. So that way, if they don't have any PAs there to shadow, then maybe you can shadow a nurse practitioner or a physician or something else like that, just to get a little bit more experience. It never hurts. I know that it can be hard to find a PA to shadow, but be persistent, follow up with any emails that you were given, or even go back in person if they made it seem like you could probably shadow but you haven't heard from them. So my second tip on how to find a PA to shadow is to actually reach out to a PA program that you're interested in and ask if they have any alumni that allow shadowing. These PA programs really want to see you succeed. They are usually really willing to help. They might not have any alumni that allow shadowing that they know of, but it's always worth a shot. And then this way, you're also getting your name thrown out there to that program, showing that you're interested in them already before you're even applying. You never know, that could help down the road. So my third tip on how to find a PA to shadow is to join Facebook groups and forums for PAs in your area and make a post saying that you're a pre-PA student and that you would love to shadow somebody. Even if the PAs on there can't allow shadowing, maybe they know somebody that does. But sometimes they do say yes. You'll be surprised. I actually know somebody that this worked out for. She had to drive about 45 minutes each time to go shadow because the PA wasn't super close to her, but it's all worth it. So my fourth tip on how to find a PA to shadow is to network through work. So if you're working as a CNA or a scribe or something like that in order to get your patient care experience, you're probably around PAs all day. Build relationships with them, speak to them, then maybe down the road they'll let you shadow, or maybe they'll have a friend that can let you shadow. If you don't have this opportunity through work, then you can always volunteer at a hospital or a free clinic and build these relationships that way. There's always a way to network. You just have to put in the work and you can get it. So my fifth and final tip on how to find a PA to shadow is to ask your primary care provider. It never hurts to ask, and even if they can't let you shadow, then maybe they know somebody who will let you shadow. It's all about networking, build those relationships, and you'll never know who's going to be willing to help you out. So those are my tips on how to find a PA to shadow. Just remember, it only takes one yes. I only ever got one yes to shadow. Of course, it's better to shadow more PAs and more specialties, but it's not always necessary and it's not always doable, but you got this. Be persistent. And remember, once you do start shadowing, make sure you stay professional. Make sure that you're always 10 to 15 minutes early each time that you're going to shadow. Remember to always show up unless it's an absolute emergency, and then still let them know like why you can't show up, because it's very disrespectful of their time if you just decide not to show up that day. Make sure you ask if you should be wearing business casual or scrubs once you do come into shadow, depending on the office. Be sure to ask lots of questions and show that you're interested. Pay attention. Don't just sit there on your phone or anything like that. You want to show that you're not only a good shadower, but that you're going to be a good student. Because if you want them to write you a letter of recommendation, then you need to prove that to them. They're not just going to write a letter for you just because you watched them for a day. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. You can follow me on Instagram at myway_2PA for more pre-PA tips and to follow my journey as a PA student. And if you are interested in this PA shirt, you can use my link down in the description box below. For 10% off, you can use my code PASCourtney. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.